Good morning, everybody, on this Wednesday. I'm Chris Allen. It is August 9th, and you're watching the SAM channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Today, I think much of the day is going to be just fine. It is on into this afternoon, sometime after, say, 3, 4 o'clock, maybe 5. One round of strong to severe storms, and then overnight, late tonight, early tomorrow morning, a second wave of activity, which I'll break down completely for you here in a second. So that's why I have the red up here. I think much of today, though, it's going to be fine until we get into the late afternoon hours. Before I get to all of that, I have a major announcement about all of this. The weather that I bring to you every day is about to change. It's about to get an upgrade. Um, I'm entering into a partnership. Well, yeah, partnership, merger. It's, I can't tell you all the details right now, but after about 2 o'clock this afternoon, you'll know. Everybody will know. But until that time, I'm embargoed, so to speak, on what I can say. All I can say is this is about to get bigger and better, and it's about to cover more people. Um, God has blessed what I've been doing for this amount of time since I've been off of television. Um, Let me just say that I think you're going to like what this is about to be. This is all about to be much bigger and better. And the reach, more people, and it's going to be. I'm pretty excited about it. So I wish I could just go ahead and tell you, but just hang in there. Sometime after 2 o'clock or so this afternoon, you'll know. Um, and I want us to pay attention to the bad weather coming in, yes, but this is also a pretty exciting day for me. And hopefully, once you find out what it is, you'll be excited about it too. That's my hope. Okay, now down to business. If the sun were shining and we weren't, having to look at severe weather possibilities, then I would go on a little bit further about it. But let's get to what's actually about to happen. Okay, so here we go. We start with the radar satellite this morning. There's really not much going on. All we're seeing is a bunch of high clouds that are thickening up and moving this direction. That's a sign right there that things are about to change in the weather. Wink, wink, nod, nod, in a different way. But yeah, it's going to get stormy. It's going to get stormy later this afternoon. Two rounds of possible severe weather today, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. For much of the day, through at least mid afternoon, I think we're going to be just fine. But as we get on into the day, then things are going to turn a little bit dicey for some parts of the area. And here is the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center and the National Weather Service as they are scoping out what we think will happen. Now, this is showing what's going to happen this evening through tonight. Confidence and timing is medium. Okay. So, like I said, um, about 3 or 4 o'clock, maybe 5 for some of you to the east, we will begin to see round one of thunderstorms rolling in. Then round two comes during the overnight hours into early Thursday morning. So, as you can see by the map here, we've got uh, level 2, level 3 activity. Let me make sure I can get that map up there where you can see it. So, from about Monticello, down to Clinton County, Russell County, Adair County, west, is that level 2 slight risk for severe weather. There is a level 3 enhanced risk that's more into far western Kentucky, including Clarksville, Tennessee to Nashville to Paducah, Cape Girardeau, up that way. Level 1, marginal risk from, say, about E-Town over to Williamsburg and I-75, Louisville, Lexington, Frankfort, not as high of a threat there. So we're kind of in between the threats here. A few tornadoes, yes, can be possible, especially with if we get some renegade storms that pop up this afternoon with some daytime heating, that's a possibility. But really, I think the main threats out of these two waves, flooding, damaging wind threats, is going to be the bigger possibilities. Okay. Here is a breakdown of the possibilities. Hail probability is very small, 5 to 14% higher in that enhanced risk back into Western Kentucky. Damaging wind threat, yeah, we're in the level 2, level 3 back into Western Kentucky. Damaging winds, some power lines could go down because of trees, some shingle damage on your roof, loose objects like trash cans and trampolines and stuff. If we get up to, as it says here, 70-mile-per-hour winds, then yes, that is a possibility. The tornado possibility, 2 to 4%, that's kind of low, but still a few tornadoes are possible given the atmosphere. Like I said, this afternoon, especially watch for those little individual cells to pop up before the main line of storms gets here. And that's what could cause some rotation or spin in the atmosphere and maybe throw down some hail, damaging wind, and maybe a tornado. Okay. That's not a guarantee. So, again, as we always say, have multiple ways to get warnings on your phone, text messaging, social media, weather apps, all of that, the internet, uh, TV, radio, the whole deal. NOAA Weather Radio, a lot of you have one of those that I've been programming a lot within this year. And so let's leave those turned on just in case we do have some warnings that will come out, not only this afternoon, but I'm more concerned about overnight. Now, usually when I say overnight, immediately your thoughts go to December 11th of 21. This is not going to be that. Okay. This is not going to be that. It is going to be noisy. It may be bumpy. It's going to be windy. It's going to be raining hard. There's going to be some lightning and thunder. Again, the tornado threat is not all that high. We can't say zero threat of tornado, but again, you still need to be aware of things going on, especially when your lights flicker and stuff like that. You're going to be concerned as to what's going on, but just have a way to get a warning, and don't depend on outdoor warning sirens in the middle of the night. You may hear them go off, but you shouldn't be able to hear them in your house unless you live next to one, and then that's a bonus, but don't depend on it. Always have your phone ready to go, charged up, and your weather radios ready to go. Okay, here's a look at one scenario of the timing. And again, the timing and confidence in the timing is in question. Placement is pretty well, I think, laid down. So here we go into the afternoon. This is about 4 or 5 o'clock. The first wave of moisture comes in. Now, some of these embedded thunderstorms may produce some hail, damaging wind, and yes, even a small scale tornado threat. Okay, this is not going to be big tornadoes. This would be something spins up briefly and then it's gone. That's going to be the primary thing, plus lightning this afternoon. So this is round one. This is where we get these renegade storms that pop up. But the main cold front and the main activity attached to a low pressure system will still be back to the west as we get into the afternoon. But as we get into overnight tonight, here come the heavier waves of rain. As you see there, there could even be sort of a squall line of thunderstorms. And out in the head of that squall line could be a little spin up. Okay. That's always a possibility. Um, that's what we've got to keep an eye on. So I'll be here. I'll be watching even late tonight. So as you can see, this comes through after midnight into the early hours of Thursday. The front is still going to be, about like that. So even Thursday morning, we are going to continue to see that chance of some showers and thunderstorms lingering into the beginning of your Thursday, but then finally everything moves out and clears out by Thursday afternoon. The front is going to go south and stall out. Then it's going to return as we get into Saturday, Friday night into Saturday as a warm front. And that's going to bring us a return chance for showers and thunderstorms into the latter half of the weekend. Let me show you that. Well, first of all, let me show you this. I forgot to show you this. The 10-day blender, in case you're wanting to see that 10-day stretch like I normally show first. We've got 80s across the board and even a nice cool down as we get into Monday, Tuesday of next week. No 90s in there, even though it pushes it on Saturday. I still think that's just going to be upper 80s and not like 89. I mean, that's upper 80s, but more like 87, maybe 88. And some of those numbers are just a little bit overdone as they have been of late. So keep that in mind. But some very pleasant temperatures, or at least better temperatures, coming our direction as we get into the beginning of next week. Drier too, and less humid. Yesterday felt nice because it was only 83 for a high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green, 90 the average. So we were 7 degrees below average for a high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green, and it felt good. I saw a lot of you out, even downtown Fountain Square. People were sitting around and reading books, and there's a little gentle breeze and the cloud cover. Boy, that was nice for August. Yeah, nice. Okay, um, right now we are exactly 3 inches below average on rainfall pacing. So we're going to probably make up not all of that, but some of that with some of these storms coming in later today, tonight. And then the next wave of activity will come in for the latter half of the weekend. All right, here's a look at the maps, and I'll show you how these things are going to progress. High pressure today. So I'm telling you right now that much of the day from now until about mid to late afternoon, everything's fine. No storms. We're looking good. It's going to start dry. We're going to see some high clouds, high temperatures today about mid 80s. It is late afternoon when we see this first disturbance moving in with the scattered showers and thunderstorms. And yes, as you see painted in the red, some of those for Tennessee, West Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky could be close to severe, if not one or two severe, if we get a lot of daytime heating. As we get into tonight, that area is still painted in the red, and heavier rain and thunderstorms come through during the overnight hours as that warm front and the pressure system approach. Heavy rain at times, thunder, lightning, gusty winds into early Thursday morning. Thursday midday, mainly along and east of 65, will be the core of the heaviest rain and thunderstorms. We get into Thursday evening, the low will sit right over the Cumberland Plateau, but we will be pretty much done with the rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Here we go into Friday. High pressure briefly takes over, and it's not going to be a bad day. But that front stalls to the south, as I mentioned, and another one approaches from the north. So here comes the squeeze play again. High pressure, not really all that strong. These fronts are eventually going to win out. This front to the south will come back to the north as a warm front. As we get into Saturday, you see it right there. It's right over the area. Here comes the next cold front, and we've got the squeeze play going on. More showers and thunderstorms Saturday into Sunday, even into Monday. Now, finally, by Monday afternoon into Tuesday, we get a clearing out that's going to take place, and we can be done with all the stormy weather. So, again, today, from now till about mid afternoon, you're okay. If you need to do something outdoors, if you need to take care of the lawn, or if you need to just get something done outdoors, you're good to go. It's not going to be until after 4, 5 o'clock or so, give or take an hour on either side. That's when round one of the storms come in. Some of those could be strong to severe. And then a round two gets into the overnight hours into about this time tomorrow morning. And some of those could be strong to severe as well. All right, that should do it. Again, besides that, besides the severe weather, the weather is about to change for me and for you, but in a good way. That's all I can say right now. And I know some of you are like, come on, man, you got me on the edge of my seats. I get it, but you'll find out soon enough. Okay. And like I said, I'm hoping it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I think it will. All right. Headed to the radio station, Sam 100.7 to do the morning show. In the meantime, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Leave your weather radios turned on. Power up your devices. Get ready for a bumpy ride come later on this afternoon and this evening. God bless you, and I'll see you on the radio.